with great opportunities come great responsibilities. Wherever there are opportunities, always know there are those who are there to rob people. So you see the Telegram ICO. There are a lot of stuff actually happening with the Telegram ICO, raising I think almost $2 billion from less than maybe 200 persons. And then you're not hearing the stuff that actually happened with someone setting up a business name in the UK to defraud people. And that is how far many of these cryptocurrency scams have gone. I'm working on something. It's the title of the video is How to Smear a Rat. It's going to be in series of just like I have done my cryptocurrency course on how you can actually invest in ICO for beginners, the glossary and all that. This course will be how you can actually smear a rat. It will be on my YouTube channel. It's free. So always know that with great opportunity comes great responsibilities. So today we'll be diving deep into some of these stuffs. You can see for the past few days, you saw IBM stance on blockchain. They are one of the platforms that helping companies build blockchain. And then you can see their partnership with Sovereign Network. And then you can see the adoption of Stellar and many more. So the past few days, you've seen the guys like George Soros coming to the space. You see the Rockefellers coming to the space. George Soros coming to the space. You see the Rockefellers coming to the space, and other institutional investors coming to the space. And there is a news out there. And then there are news out there with China, the China blockchain fund, where the government is providing, I think, around 30% of the funds for blockchain related projects. Then you are seeing other stuff like maybe blockchain institutions or blockchain projects, like you see platforms like Neo or Quantum investing in blockchain projects. You can see the trend. And then you are seeing institutions like Coinbase starting their own cryptocurrency venture fund. And then you're talking about SROP Capital that is founded by one of the founders of TechCrunch. Now, one of the predictions for this year, even as you saw that towards the end of last year, was even as Mike, I think Novogratz said something, he said the head is coming. What that means is the big players coming to the space. So it's like if before cryptocurrency was like there's kind of hype or speculation and all that, people are just coming in to make money and all that. People are now coming to the space to invest money heavily or to bring the right knowledge. Now, one of the stuff you have to know when it comes to blockchain this year is going to be very different from blockchain last year. Why? Because you see countries like Japan, and you can see countries like Japan bringing ICO regulations. There is a document when I start to go through this in another video. I'll bring up a document. They've actually laid down the way ICOs are. So you see Japan coming up with ICO regulations and all that. And then you are seeing other countries like the US, their stance on ICOs and all that. So this year there will be a change in the way funds are being raised. So we don't really know all that. And then you are seeing the wars. And then you are seeing the war that is actually going on with ASIC miners, where I think they are proposing for Ethereum to do a hard fork so that it will produce ASIC resistant blockchain projects. And then you are seeing Monero doing a hard fork to split into 4 different projects because of they don't want this stuff and all that. So you see the way things are going. And then the next thing again is India and Pakistan, their stance on crypto. You see some countries adopting blockchain. There are other countries that are more cracking than all that. In Kazakhstan, the same thing. And then you can see the story, like, with the Chinese government reconsider its stance on blockchain. Those are interesting stuff that's actually going on where we don't really know. But one of the things, let me go back to my Twitter handle. One of the things I want you to know is this year there will be a lot of change. There will be a lot of change. It will be for the good, it will be for the bad. You will see regulations coming in. And that thing again, you see the elders coming in. The people who have the experience, they're going to come in. And there will be a lot of change. Now, I posted a post on my Twitter page. I said, less than 20% of accounts, or Twitter accounts, YouTube channels, or cryptocurrency blogs, we talk about an exciting project. Okay, we're not talking about an exciting project if there is no incentive. So you can see the way things are actually going in the blockchain space. People are not willing to talk about your project or retweet about your project if you don't. Now, as you see many people as blockchains and cryptocurrency related adverts are banned from the media, social media, and even television. There's a way the television paints them. And then you're talking about social media, Google and the rest of them, banning them. Many of them are now turned into airdrop. And that could be a good one. That could also be another bad one. And I'll pull this up. Someone said, never bet against a group of technologies driven by something other than money. There are people who want to use their knowledge, either in the software domain or in maybe any domain, psychology, economics, or whatever domain. There are people who want to use whatever they have to help the world. And that is why you and I can actually do whatsoever. And there is an article that is actually out there. Dear students, everything in Bitcoin way is your $1 billion opportunity. All the problems in cryptocurrency, where there are the problems like my Ether wallet, if you go through my Ether wallet, you see it's very complex. You know that crypto is complex. Things like stolen crypto. How do you go after it? You can see the issue of CoinShack. CoinShack, I think, was it CoinShack or one of those cryptocurrency out there, when there was this stole from them, they were almost, something actually happened bad. It was really a bad incident, right? So everything that is happening in crypto, from scammers to crypto is a kind of domain where you can't trust anybody, to the issue of education, to any problem, everything standing in Bitcoin's way, whether it is in Bitcoin's way, whether it's in anything, it's really a solution that you can provide, and you could become rich from it. So rather than talk about it, why not do something about it? And then that leads me to this post I actually did on my Twitter handle. Why is the blockchain success delayed? These are some of the reasons. It's not the total reason, but these are some of the reasons. One of them is that the people in blockchain are divided against themselves. It's a different stuff to take the Bitcoin code or any cryptocurrency code that is open source and then make any change to it and have your own. It's a different stuff. But when we go on Twitter, on any platform, and all we do is talk. Hey, this guy, they are the ones, Bitcoin Corp. This is Bitcoin Cash. This is what they are doing now. But by the time we start doing that, we're fighting ourselves. And if you are divided against yourself, you will fail. Another thing is that crypto or blockchain is not yet people oriented. You see, if you go on the internet, there are people who don't know what a browser is. Yeah. All they see is, okay, I have Google Chrome on my Android phone. And then what is there? They just go on the internet and search. Maybe they want to go on and search for anything. They just type it. You don't even need to type a website. You just type it and you find it. So it is not yet, blockchain is not yet people oriented. The user experience is terrible. The onboarding process is terrible. There is no, blockchain is just like, how will I put it? It's like you are traveling in a domain. Blockchain is like you went to a country, you don't know anybody there, and you're just on your own. You don't know who to trust when the person says, hey, don't go this way, that is danger. You know, that is what blockchain is. So it's not people oriented. At least to a certain level. And then there is bubble. So there is speculation that outpaces utility. And that is one of the things why cryptocurrency is actually crashing. I will talk more on this when I'm talking about the way I see ICOs in the future. When you go to ICO drops, you go to ICO bench, ICO whatever, ICO bars and there is something. You will see projects that are raising, you will see platforms that are raising millions of dollars on empty paper. No product. Even though you have a product is different from a market. You don't have a market share, you don't have a product, and you don't have all this. And do you know what? We all know in this space, but just that there are few, you see, these stuff, many individuals will not invest in it. They will not. But things are about to change. So those are some of my thoughts when it comes to what is happening in blockchain and all that. And then you can see what I have before me. We have the BlocNation. BlocNation is the first decentralized ICO. As they say, I don't really know, but there is the first decentralized ICO and then they are having an airdrop if you're on their Twitter, if you're on their Telegram, if you're on Bitcoin Talk and all that. I'll put the link in the description below so that you can actually keep track of it and all that. So there are many things that are actually happening in this space. So these days, a lot of things will actually change. So I hope to see you in the next video. Thank you. So if you've not subscribed to this channel and you like this content, please feel free to subscribe to receive more of this. Thank you.